head. Why did it do that?
Welcome back, everybody, to New Logical Sports. We are still here in Revere, Mass. for the second game of our doubleheader in the Mayflower Conference of the APSL. It's Invictus FC taking on South Coast Union here at Harley Delarusso Stadium. I'm Mark Radigan, your play-by-play host this afternoon. Saw Scrub Nation defeat Project Football 4-0 earlier today. Was a flurry of offense in the second half that proved to be the decider. Will we see a more balanced contest between 6th versus 8th in the Mayflower Conference? South Coast Union looking for their first win of the season. Invictus looking for their second, looking to continue climbing up the table with the games slowly winding down here at the back end of the APSL season. We are underway for Game 2 of our doubleheader. Invictus gets us going from left to right in their red and black kit. South Coast Union, right to left in their grays. Long clearance from the keeper. Headed forward, picked back up by Invictus. Ball forward for Invictus. Goal scoring opportunity here. Well defended by South Coast. Picked back up by Invictus. Trying to see if that ball was going to go out of play. It did not. It does now. Throw in for Invictus in attacking territory. Oh, great flick there in midfield. Couldn't maintain possession. South Coast on a break here. Forward up the wing, just too far wide, out of play. Invictus, managed by Isaiah Delgado, head coach Robert Onico. 1, 2, and 3 in the Mayflower Conference this season, looking for their second win of the campaign. South Coast Union 2, 1, and 2. Head coach Dylan Mello, assistant coaches Dylan Mota, Paula DeSantos, Paul Almeida, and Gavin Alves, as that ball is nicely picked up and claimed by the Invictus keeper. Up the left-hand side, excellent ball outside the boot. What can Invictus do here? Crossing opportunity into the box. Cleared away. Still not out of danger. South Coast brings it down, but Invictus picks it back. South Coast regain possession. Try to send it up the right wing. Just too much on it. It rolls out of play for a throw-in. Picked off, pocket picked by South Coast, cross into the middle. Claimed by Invictus. Sends this ball forward. Brought down by South Coast. High intensity from both sides to start. Under 4 minutes played. Good footwork there on the left. South Coast trying to maintain possession here. Long switch. Too much on this one. Out of play for a throw. Indeed, it is a throw. Shanked clearance, but it remains with South Coast. Good footwork here on the right side, trying to fashion some space for a cross. Not enough. Invictus picks it back up. Trying to break forward. Good defending there from SCU. Forward for South Coast, not in play. Last time out for Invictus, it was not a day to remember. October 11th, 6-0 defeat to Sette Septembro, USA. Pinball in midfield. Back in the possession of South Coast. South Coast last match came all the way back on October 5th. A 3-1 win over Project Football in the APSL New England Cup. Semi-final victory. Final of the APSL New England Cup is Saturday, October 25th. Sette Septembro, South Coast Union, 6 p.m. That same day, Invictus will face off versus Project Football. So both these sides, next match is next Saturday. But a lot of football left to be played today. Only 6 minutes in. South Coast commanding possession early on, but Invictus has shown promise with some through balls in, particularly on the left side. Strong tackle there. South Coast maintains possession. Great save, but the follow-up is in. A great save from Invictus, but the rebound did not travel very far, and it's powered back in. South Coast take the lead 1-0 after 7 minutes of play. It was a good goal there from South Coast. Did well to maintain possession through some defenders to start. Keeper made a great save to stop that initial attempt, but his parry did not travel very far. And South Coast able to grab the rebound, fire it home, and take an early lead here in Revere. How can Invictus respond now? That was only South Coast's 6th goal of the season. South Coast currently sits dead last in the Mayflower Conference on 1 point. They have not secured a win in the regular season. That win I mentioned coming in Cup. But in the regular season, South Coast Union have only 1 point. Oh, 1-2 after having played 3 matches with a -2 goal difference. Invictus, by contrast, they've played 5, 1-2-2. -6 goal difference, having scored 7 and let in 13. Make that 14 now with today. South Coast trying to apply more pressure as Invictus looks to play out from the back. Do so successfully. Switch of play here. Intercepted by South Coast. That one's sent out of play. Good flick on. South Coast back in again. Tried a little Rabona Meg there. Did not work. Invictus back in possession. Trying to move that up the line. And it's a throw. South Coast gets that one clear. Out of play for a throw-in. Invictus set to take the throw. South Coast moving through midfield. Long ball forward. Defended well by Invictus. That's played right out of play from the keeper. Throw in for South Coast in a threatening position. Down the left side now. A lot of defenders between him and the goal. And that effort is dragged just wide of the near post. South Coast looking the threatening side. More fluid in attack. Crisper passing game thus far. Haven't had the defense tested too much in this opening 12 minutes. That ball's sent long. The flick on. No one in making the run to receive it. In the middle, pinball. Picked back up by South Coast. Long ball over the top. In space on the left side. Cuts back. Drives toward goal. Great save! Ball not cleared out of danger yet. Bit of a shanked clearance. And that one's out of play for a corner. Excellent save there from the Invictus keeper to keep it at 1-0. But how will Invictus respond? Corner, South Coast piling on the pressure, looking for more. Corner getting set to be taken from the right-hand side. In-swinger. Punched away. Brought down by Invictus. Chance to break here. Through ball in. Picked out by South Coast. Nicely done from the defense. Tried to get cute on the sideline as that one's poked away for a throw. Strong challenge there to maintain possession. Body's hitting the ground, and a free kick is given. South Coast recycling the play here. Going back to the defense. Out wide. Invictus struggling to string a few passes together as they break on the right-hand side. Through ball in. Defended well by South Coast. Strong challenge there from both sides. Out for a throw in favor of Invictus. South Coast found it easier to string a bunch of passes together this early part of the first half. Invictus struggling to break through that midfield and defensive line for the visitors. Good turn there from South Coast. Ball in and nicely defended. Out for another throw. Beautiful day in Massachusetts. The sun is out. Doesn't necessarily feel like mid-October. Beautiful day for some APSL soccer here on New Logical Sports. Throws in. Met by the head of a South Coast attacker. To the edge of the box. Brought down. Poked away. Still remains with South Coast. Long shots driven in. Deflected in. And a good save from the keeper. Questions on if the forward was offside or if he should have taken a shot earlier. Head in his hands. Realizing that it was a good chance. South Coast maintained possession. But it's picked off by Invictus. Invictus driving forward now. Long ball forward. Apologies, everybody, for the technical difficulties. Having an issue with our signal on site. Should hopefully rectify that soon. Apologies for the technical difficulties, everybody. While we try to figure this out, we will be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Apologies for our technical difficulties. A little bit of a signal issue, but we are back. Looks like a stoppage in play here. Trying to figure out what exactly we have missed. Over 20 minutes into this first half. South Coast leads Invictus 1-0. Free kick for South Coast, just outside the 18-yard box. Another scoring opportunity for South Coast United. Effort is sent right into the wall. And recycled by South Coast. Again, folks, I'd like to apologize for the technical difficulties and the updated clock. Disregard that. We are more than 20 minutes into the first half here between South Coast United and Invictus FC. Clock will go back to normal in the second half. Long ball in, headed over by Invictus. Brought down by South Coast, then a foul. Invictus as a player down here. Free kick taken by South Coast. Long ball up the right side. Brought down. Goalkeeper fighting for it. Can he get past him? He does. Recycles it to the edge of the box, but a scuffed effort goalwards is cleared by South Coast. Invictus, picked up by South Coast. And now it's out for an Invictus throw. A little bit of a scuffed effort there. Needed a bit more power to put that one on goal. It was easily cleared away by the defending Invictus.
Reception.
The glory of lower level U.S. soccer. No ball boys on hand. Got to make the long trek to chase that ball down. Invictus with the throw. That pass is scuffed. Picked back up by South Coast United. Up the right wing. Speedy winger chasing. And it's out for a South Coast throw. Poor clearance there from Invictus. South Coast Union with a corner. Coming in from the right side. Another corner for Invictus to defend. That one is out of play. Invictus playing out from the back, inviting pressure! And that's goal number 2 for South Coast Union. Invictus tried to play out from the back, could not evade the South Coast attackers applying the high press. Snatch it off the back of a defender and pokes it past the keeper. 2-0 to South Coast Union. Invictus trying to respond. Have not threatened the South Coast Union back line or goalkeeper very much so far this afternoon. And that's a foul. Another free kick for South Coast. Invictus not happy. Yellow card is issued. Temper is starting to rise a little bit. 2 first half goals for South Coast have gotten Invictus a little riled up. Free kick played short. Long ball in. Excellent play. Incredible from South Coast, right off the training ground. 3-0 South Coast Union over Invictus. Free kick was played short, recycled in, chipped ball over the top, forward beats the defenders, beats the goalkeeper, and taps it into an open net. 3-0 South Coast Union. 3-0 South Coast Union in the blink of an eye, really. 2 goals real quick. As the ref blows that play dead. Wants the kickoff done again. Invictus shell-shocked. Trying to make anything happen. Long ball forward. Almost reaches the Invictus forwards. But it's picked back up by South Coast. South Coast coasting for what it's worth. Haven't exuded too much effort. Seemingly picking apart the Invictus back line. A couple excellent through balls. Great chip on that last free kick. These players are playing in sync right now. Looking for a fourth. Moving up the right wing. Trying to fashion a crossing opportunity. Cuts back onto his left. Back on his right. And runs out of room. Taps that one out of play. It's been all South Coast Union so far this afternoon. Invictus has struggled to get the ball forward. Haven't defended necessarily well. With South Coast taking advantage of them trying to play out from the back. Trying to get the ball forward here. That one's pinged along. Picked up by South Coast. Foul. Free kick for Invictus in their defensive third. Apologies for the break in the action, folks. We're back. Invictus trying to play out from the back. Gets it forward. Brought back down. It's sent out of play by South Coast. Another throw. Long ball forward. No Invictus forwards there. Recycled by South Coast. Another throw in for Invictus. Corner for Invictus. Take it short. Crosses in. No Invictus shirts in the box to receive. South Coast looking to break. Did well to keep that one in. Could not fashion the run. Invictus sending that ball forward. Keeper comes out bravely for it. Looks like he may have made some contact with the Invictus forward. Taking a brief stoppage to see if he's all right. Went down clutching his head. Looks like the keeper is okay. Ref doesn't like something he's seen. But we continue. Toward the back end of the first half here. South Coast Union lead Invictus FC 3-0. After 3 well-taken goals to open this contest. Bicycle kick clearance. Goes out for a throw. Invictus absorbing a lot of pressure here. South Coast taking their foot off the gas a little bit. But continuing to move forward up the field. Launch that ball in. Headed away by the Invictus defender. And the resulting shot in careens off the bar. A little bit of a dicey decision there. Looked like the keeper could have grabbed it with both hands. And it was headed out of his path and right back into the path of a South Coast Union forward. Oh, did well there to skin past 3 defenders. But his winger could not keep that in play. Another throw in for South Coast. Looks like the ref is checking the ball. Not very happy with how inflated it is. Opted for a ball switch. And back in play we go. Poorly placed pass there, right into the path of Invictus player. But then back to the feet of South Coast. Through ball in, dangerous area, on the turn. Looking to shoot, and he's muscled off. Good defending there. Another throw in on the far side. Playing out from the back is Invictus. Done well. Nice flick over the head of a South Coast Union forward. But that pass is picked off. Invictus struggling to string that final pass between midfield and attack together. On the right wing, crosses in. Bicycle kick from far out. Lands in front of the keeper. Audacious. Can't knock him for trying. Just did not make sweet enough contact. And that is halftime. 3-0. South Coast Union lead Invictus FC here in the APSL Mayflower Conference. We are going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for the second half action here on New Logical Sports. Welcome back, everybody, to Harry Delarusso Stadium here in Revere, Mass. South Coast Union leads Invictus FC 3-0 in this APSL Mayflower Conference matchup. As we get set for second half kickoff. And we are underway in the second half of this APSL contest, rounding off our doubleheader of APSL soccer here on New Logical Sports. I'm Mark Radigan, your play-by-play host this afternoon. It's been all South Coast Union today. Impressive attacking flow in the first half. A couple very well-worked goals, really making it difficult for Invictus, particularly playing out from the back. As this ball is sent forward, South Coast Union are in here. Is it 4? Indeed it is! Lasered into the bottom left corner. South Coast Union 4, Invictus FC 0, right after the second half start. Excellent ball played in, up the right wing. Plenty of green grass in front of him. Saw the whites of the keeper's eyes and slotted it into the bottom left corner. Excellent finish for 4-0 here in Revere. Invictus have had no answers for South Coast Union today. They've been too fast, too intricate with their passing. And the defense has held firm each time Invictus has looked to get forward. Ball won back in midfield here. And a free kick for South Coast. An impressive start to the second half. Great pace from the South Coast forward. Invictus will need to respond soon if they want to get something out of this match. 4-0 down with barely 2 minutes played in the second half. Picked off well by South Coast. Tried to fashion that one in, but the Invictus defender read it the entire way. Good ball in. Can he find him on the wing? He can. But offside is the call. Unlucky. You're watching APSL Soccer on New Logical Sports, your home for the American Premier Soccer League. It's a battle between 6th and 8th in the Mayflower Conference, and it's the team sitting in 8th that have been controlling proceedings. South Coast Union picks up that pass in midfield, looking to fashion another attack of their own. Long ball over the top. Headed clear. Invictus moving the ball forward now. 3 defenders versus 1 Invictus forward. He's still got it. And the shot is in! And it's well wide. Game of hacky sack between the South Coast defenders, keeping this one in the air. That one's out of play. Free kick now in a dangerous area for South Coast Union. Taken quickly and through the uprights. Set long, brought down by South Coast. Wriggling through defenders. Excellent play. Out of play. Effort was deflected behind goal. Corner for South Coast Union. Another attacking opportunity for the visitors. Swung in, punched away, and punched behind for another corner. Taken in. Excellent work to keep that in play. But it's now at the feet of Invictus. And back out of play once again. free kick for the hosts. Headed back along. South Coast thought they had a throw, but it's going the way of Invictus. Long ball, aiming for the run of a South Coast winger, sent out of play. South Coast playing with poise right now. A bit of a wayward showing, but not playing with that much pressure. As the Invictus forward skips past a defender, skips past two. Attacking opportunity here for the hosts. Left wing into the box, and it's cleared away, but only as far for a corner. Corner opportunity for Invictus FC. Bodies moving around as that one's sent in. Kept from going out by South Coast defender, but is unable to ultimately prevent another corner. Invictus taking another one from the other side. That one's sent in, edge of the box, and Invictus strikes! 4-1, but wait. Linesman is calling offside. Wow. Invictus players can't believe it. Now, as there's a little bit of a scuffle near the goal line, as it looked like an Invictus player went to go get the ball. Bit of confusion here as to what exactly the call was. The corner was swung in. It was deflected out toward the edge of the box. Invictus midfielder took a touch and then fired it into the bottom corner. But the question is now, was an Invictus player in an offside position when the corner was originally played? It looks like that is the case. And they're calling it, as the ref goes to talk to the linesman again. Invictus players and South Coast players are bickering with each other, trying to figure out exactly what's going on here. And it looks like that they have stuck with the call, that the goal is disallowed for offside in the buildup. Major disappointment for Invictus after an excellent finish to cut the lead to 3 is chalked off for offside. Temper's starting to flare a little bit. Something to watch as this game continues to progress as we approach the final 30 minutes of the 90. Invictus defenders all at their feet. Bit of a poor touch there, but they maintain possession. Dangerous ball back to the keeper. South Coast were lurking. Had to clear that one away right to a South Coast player, but It's now at the feet of Invictus. Lets that one go out of play. Throw in for South Coast. Some frustrations from the Invictus wide midfield there. Thrown in. Nicely done. Pass was deflected by a South Coast defender, allowing Invictus to regain possession. Now they're springing the attack. Midfield switches it out left now. Ball over the top. Flicked on. Only as far as the Invictus midfielder. And a free kick has been called. Looks like another offside call against Invictus. And you can hear the Invictus bench not happy about it. As it's another foul. That was just frustration. 2 hands in the back. Can't do that. South Coast Union leads 4-0 after 3 first-half goals and then a 4th early in the second half. Invictus thought it was going to be 4-1 after their goal just a few moments ago was chalked off for offside. Definitely raised some eyebrows, but we play on. Long ball over the top to the Invictus forward, chests it down! What a finish! Screams for offside. And it doesn't look like that will be flagged. That is a goal for Invictus. Excellent finish to cut the deficit to 3. It is 4-1 South Coast Union. Excellent finish. Long ball in over the top. Chests it down. First time. Slotted it past the keeper. Excellent finish from the Invictus forward to cut the lead to 3. Hard challenge there, but advantage is played. Ref calls it back. Looks like some substitutions are being prepared. That was an excellent strike from Invictus. As South Coast makes their first substitution of the half. Excellent ball over the top. Great skill and composure to bring the ball down to your chest, keep it in front of you with the goalkeeper coming at you, defenders on your back, and to slot it past the keeper into the net. Excellent finish. Going to need more of that, though, if Invictus want to keep the bottom team in the Mayflower Conference from upsetting them and getting the result today. Good move there from the South Coast defender. South Coast had kind of taken their foot off the gas a little bit. Now, got to wonder if that strike may have woken them up. Still hold the commanding 3-goal lead as we approach the final 25 minutes. Tight quarters on that far side alongside the sideline. As that ball is poked on, but it's offside against South Coast. A little bit of loose possession there. South Coast regained the ball back in midfield. And a free kick for Union in a dangerous area. This is another opportunity for SCU to fire this one into the box. Been a little light-footed from Invictus. Not great ball security. Causing more issues like this to be presented as that ball is played in toward the back post and out of play. Looks like that was out. No deflections. Goal kick coming. That ball is out. Long throw from Invictus. Brought down by South Coast. Clobbered forward. Put back out of play. Ball brought in toward the middle. Good turn there from South Coast to beat an Invictus attacker. Union looked to spring, but a nicely timed challenge from Invictus sends them on the counterattack, and that one is cleared away. Looks like it might be another corner for the hosts. Have their goal chalked off on their last corner attempt. We'll be looking to replicate some of that magic here. Need to find the back of the net soon if they want to get back in this match. Corner set to be taken. Headed away by Union. Cleared further forward. Invictus recycles the play in midfield. Ball forward. No one made the run, had to judge the bounce, and that one is out for a Union throw. South Coast Union from back to front with ease, trying to fashion another goal-scoring opportunity. Just ran out of room. Calls for handball. Given. Those on the sidelines don't seem particularly pleased with it. Clearly seems to be a bit of bad blood, if you say, between these two sides. Definitely no love lost. As Invictus sends the ball forward. Forward is in. Excellent defending, but it's sent into the back of the net. It looked for a second, but that clearance was going to loop over the crossbar, but it loops just under. And Invictus are now only 2 goals back after trailing 4-0 just 5 minutes ago. Nearly looked like a great piece of defending, but that ball loops in as that clearance is half-hearted from the keeper. Thought that could be a long-range chance for South Coast Union, excuse me. Yeah, just a poorly executed clearance. Looked like it shanked off the shin, but a free kick is given. Invictus players on the bench. Players can't believe it. A lot of chaos these last couple minutes. No matter as South Coast continues. South Coast trying to work up this right-hand side. Claims of offside. As that chance flashes across the face of goal. Loud claims for offside there. Invictus feel regenerized. They looked down and out a few minutes ago, but now this is a brand new game. Only trailing by 2. South Coast have not really fashioned much of a threatening attack since their opening goal in the second half. Invictus, by contrast, have looked to the team with more energy and look like they're more likely to score. 20 minutes left. South Coast leads Invictus 4-2 as that long ball over the top is into the arms of the keeper. Sends that one a mile high into the air and straight out of play on the far side. It'll be another Invictus throw at around the 50. South Coast trying to get the ball forward again. Excellent flick and a first-time effort. Softly hit into the arms of the keeper. Doesn't matter anyway because he was offside. South Coast in the midfield. Free kick given. This game has started to get a bit more chippy. Certainly more chippy than our first contest today. Invictus feel they could still get something out of this game. South Coast Union making sure that they aren't the recipients of one of the worst blown leads of the season. Less than 20 minutes to go to keep that from happening. Throw in a dangerous area for South Coast. Long throw toward the box, headed on, but into the arms of the keeper safely. Long drop kick, diagonal across the pitch. Slides to keep it in, but sent out by South Coast. Another throw for Invictus. Clever footwork there. Looking for a free kick, did not get it. Ball was sent back forward, brought down by South Coast, but that pass is picked off. Invictus on the attack here, trying to fashion another goal. Good defending there from South Coast. Invictus take the throw quickly. Back heel flick, trying to progress the play. Nothing doing. South Coast sends that out for a throw once again. Invictus moving further and further up the field. Cock continues to tip down. Oh, gate fake there. Ooh, and it's close. Great fake there to beat the defender on the left-hand side. Cuts in, slots it in front of goal. But the effort flashes off the leg and over the top of the crossbar. Know for certain that the Invictus forwards will want that one back. Another good opportunity to cut into this deficit. Goal kick sent forward, headed on by South Coast, but only as far as Invictus. Sent back towards the Gold Coast box. Can they keep it in? He can. Played in the middle. Unable to get a foot on it. Invictus remain in possession on the left. Trying to size up a cross. Puts it in, and it's in! Invictus, can they do it? 4-0 down. It's 3-4 with 15 minutes left to play. Another excellent ball in from the left-hand side. Low driven, right into the corridor of uncertainty, and slammed into an open goal. South Coast Union can't believe it. And just like that, in a matter of 10 minutes, Invictus went from down and out to a completely revitalized side and look like the more likely side to even come back and equalize. Unbelievable. A little confusion about where this throw-in was going to be played. Invictus trying to take as much yardage as they can, feeling that the comeback is on. 3 unanswered goals from the hosts to cut this deficit down to just 1. South Coast Union with possession, trying to extend the lead and stop the bleeding. Ball's out for a throw.
Leave it to me. What is this?
Trying to find a crossing opportunity. Opts to go toward the middle. Bodied off the ball. No foul, says the referee. Play on. Invictus moving the ball forward. Sends that one out for a throw. Nervy times for South Coast Union. Invictus are knocking on the door. That ball is played toward the middle, headed back, only as far as an Invictus midfielder. Long ball into the box, headed away. Invictus goes again. Another long ball in, headed away once again. Not fully cleared. Back to the feet of Invictus. Another cross into the box. Headed away once again. This time just barely outside the 18. But this one is taken over by South Coast as they move forward. But that pass was played poorly. Invictus with a chance now to respond. Another long ball in over the top. This could be 4! And it's just wide. An excellent long ball in over the top. Goalkeeper coming in. Just could not get the finish on frame. Just wide of the right stick. This has been a thrilling contest in the second half. Night and day difference from the first half to now. As Invictus looked the more likely side to find the back of the net next. South Coast Union, it honestly seems like both sides have just switched after the halftime interval. Wonder if they switched jerseys. Long throw in, trying to play them in behind. Could not control it. Invictus gets back possession. That one's sent straight out of play. Another throw in here for South Coast. You have to imagine for South Coast now, as we approach the final 10 minutes of regulation time, that defending will be the #1 priority. Because clearly trying to fashion an attacking chances, have been few and far between this half outside of that goal early after the stoppage. And Invictus feel confident now as they continue to drive forward here. Long ball in. Cleared away by South Coast, but picked back up by Invictus. Invictus playing with a lot more vigor. Playing with a lot more vigor and enthusiasm than we saw in the first half. Completely changed the overall feeling of this game. Looked like it was going to be a blowout when we got to halftime, and now all of a sudden, 7 goals, except they're split 4-3. Throw into the midfield. Can South Coast hang on? Sends that one forward. Not the smartest play. Keeper comes out. Invictus maintained possession. That could have been bad. Another long ball forward here over the top. 2 Invictus forwards going for it. But into the arms of the keeper. Union fans cheering their team on, trying to hold this lead, moving forward. Invictus doing all they can to withstand this pressure and to give themselves the ability to find that 4th goal as the ref blows the whistle. Looks like a free kick. Question of a foul on a South Coast play. Invictus defender played the ball. Looked like it was an off-the-ball foul. Claims of a red. Wow. Straight red card for the Invictus defender. Looks like the Invictus defender grabbed on to the South Coast forward in the head area. Can't do that. You can't touch the head. Whether it was an elbow or it was a grab. But it's a straight red card for Invictus. And that completely changes the tide for the hosts as they try to get that 4th goal to tie the game. They're now down to 10 men. And South Coast now has an opportunity to take advantage with a free kick in their attacking half against the side down a center back. A little bit more conversation here as to what exactly happened. It was off the ball, behind the play, so unsure. We didn't really get an angle for it. But a straight red card for Invictus in the 82nd minute. Got to imagine that might kill a lot of their momentum. But we continue as the ball is sent forward. Invictus still going for it. South Coast Union now trying to take advantage of their man advantage within these final 10 minutes. Played down the right side. Ball played in and sent back out of play by the Invictus defenders. This is a testy game for sure, and it almost seems like a game that was asking for a rough foul, considering just the commotion that went on after that disallowed goal. Things started to get a little chippy, and it seemed like it was only a matter of time before tempers really started to flare. And as a result, Invictus chasing the game, looking for one final goal to complete one of the most improbable comebacks of the season, sees one of their defenders sent off, possibly killing whatever momentum they had left in order to try and get a point out of this game. But there are still 6 minutes left, and anything can happen in the APSL. Invictus traveling forward here, trying to play in the forward. Defended well by South Coast. Bombing it forward, but only as far as Invictus midfielders once again. Another long ball forward here. Offside is the call. That has been one of the main hindrances for Invictus so far today. This would be a tie game if not for offside. Maybe even Invictus would be leading if not for offside. But At the same time, that doesn't necessarily matter. Have to be able to time your runs and take advantage of whatever chances you do get when you do time those runs. 5 minutes to go now. South Coast Union trying to hold on after having a 4-0 lead, as that one's cleared away. 4-0 lead after 46 minutes. It is now 4-3 after 3 unanswered second half goals from Invictus FC. And Invictus are not done. Even down to 10 men, they are still going for it. This would be the first win of the regular season for South Coast Union, the second for Invictus, if they're able to come back and win this. Pass deflected back into the middle, only as far as the Invictus wide midfielder on the far side. Crosses in over the top to the chest of the attacker, claims for a handball, nothing doing. Invictus now trying to fashion a way through. Twisting and turving. 3 defenders on. In the middle now. Trying to find an angle to shoot. Bodies collide. People hit the ground. As South Coast regain possession and break away on their own end. Tempers flaring here. Is another foul. Tactical foul. Brought down the South Coast Union forward. Invictus getting a little testy here. Question of if there is a card that's going to come out. Not the last defender back, but a yellow card worthy offense at minimum by the rules of the game. Always up for interpretation with the center official. Looks like he is going to issue a yellow card. Looking for a trainer of some kind. Looks like that the South Coast player brought down, dealing with a bit of a cramp. Questions now, trying to see if this player is okay. Brought down. It's a rough challenge, brought down from behind. Looks like he's okay. Up and moving around, standing with the trainer. And another player has been sent off. Another Invictus player has been shown a red card. This looks like it's for dissent. A yellow card was issued for the initial foul. And it looks like that he kept going at the referee and has been sent off. Invictus now, after being down 4 goals after 46 minutes, got it back to 3-4 on 70 minutes and have had 2 players sent off in the last 10 minutes to completely turn this game on its head and more than likely kill most of their momentum as they try to mount an improbable comeback. We're now in 89 minutes on the clock. Expect some stoppage time to be added. That ball's fired toward goal. No deflections, sent out for a goal kick. Invictus really running out of time here. The cards stacked against them. to try and get a point out of this game, as we've reached the end of 90 minutes. We have now entered stoppage time. Unsure how much time will be added given the red cards and the injury. Now at the feet of Invictus in midfield. See how much time they ultimately have left. Heard yells of 5 minutes while that player was on the ground. Played out wide, only as far as the Invictus right back. Good turn there, and brought down a free kick for Invictus at half-field. The 50-yard line, midfield. This could be one final opportunity for Invictus to tie this game. Only 9 men on the field. Defenders moving forward. 91 minutes on the clock. As that ball is sent in and headed away by South Coast. South Coast keeps pressing on, past the defender. South Coast in through, 2-on-1 here to close out the game. Finish! That should do it. 5-3. South Coast Union pulls off an emphatic victory over Invictus FC. 5-3. It was nervy at times, particularly in the second half. But that goal, midway through stoppage time, after 2 Invictus defenders were sent off in the final 10 minutes of the 90, should seal the first win of the regular season for South Coast Union. Not much Invictus defenders could do there. 2-on-1, just played it around him. And all he had to do was finish into the bottom corner, which he did with ease. South Coast Union looking for more, pushing forward. Invictus now backs against the wall, trying to make something of this and can't get through the defense. South Coast now trying to get it as far away from their goal as they can. Taking their foot off the gas a little bit, trying to bleed this clock for as much as they can. Throw in for Invictus. Looks like the play stopped again. Referee having another conversation. An Invictus goalkeeper is getting in the face of the linesman. Tempers are really starting to flare here for Invictus FC. Looks like there's someone on the field as well, barking at the goalkeeper, at the ref. What is going on? Referee's trying to get this individual to leave. He is not happy whatsoever. Referee still trying to get this gentleman to leave. Unclear what exactly his role is or what they're arguing about. But does not look friendly. Intense argument here between the referee and a member of the crowd. Unsure if that was a member of the Invictus coaching staff or just a very, very passionate fan. That said, we are deep into stoppage time now. South Coast Union leads Invictus FC 5-3 after what has been a chaotic APSL matchup here on a fine Sunday in Revere, Massachusetts. Throw in for Invictus. Unclear how much time we do have left, considering the amount of stoppages that keep going on. That ball's cleared well away from goal by the South Coast keeper. Invictus trying to play it through. Original ball was deflected, and that effort is well over the bar. We've reached the closing moments of this contest. South Coast Union were up 4-0 and then conceded 3 straight goals to make it interesting in the second half before 2 Invictus defenders were sent off within 10 minutes of each other, really killing all of their momentum before South Coast took advantage of that 9 men on the other side of the field, went down, grabbed their 5th, and that's where we remain here in stoppage time after a number of both on and off the field stoppages have added a great deal of time to this contest. As the keeper dives on that ball, should surely be nearing the end of this game. South Coast just trying to bleed the clock now. Approaching the 7th minute of stoppage time. Had an injury. Had that argument at the beginning of stoppage time between the referee and a member of the crowd. Had the 2 red cards. Had the offside decision for the disallowed goal. Lots of chaos. Lots of bickering. And another card is shown, this time to South Coast. Referee's had a lot to write about in his notebook today. Losing a bit of control of this game, but there's not that much time left, so no harm, no foul, I guess, in the eyes of South Coast Union. Free kick taken, long ball forward, cleared away by South Coast. Another free kick is called. That ball is sent forward, over the top, flicked on. Another chance for Invictus. Goes calling as that one's cleared away. Tried to play that one through. Headed back. South Coast just trying to hold the ball now. Poor ball forward, picked up by South Coast. South Coast trying to add to their lead. Late here in stoppage time. Good 1-2. Nice defending there to deflect it into the path of the keeper. And that is it. Full time here in Revere. South Coast Union defeats Invictus FC 5-3. It was a cracking fixture. South Coast nearly blew a 4-goal lead, but 2 late red cards and some interesting stoppages, to say the least, sort of killed their momentum, and South Coast was able to grab their 5th insurance goal in stoppage time to put this game away. So, from Harry Delarusso Stadium in Revere, Massachusetts, I'm Mark Radigan saying thank you for tuning in to another APSL match day here on New Logical Sports. Enjoy your day, everybody.